Hello and welcome to the Novice Anglers YouTube channel. I am heading to the breakwater off of Bude. The conditions over the last few days have turned bad. Not very nice at all. It's been raining all day. We've got a solid 8 foot of swell pumping it, well 10 foot of swell and probably 7 or 8 foot waves coming in over the breakwater. Oh, I nearly fell over. Oh, look where I'm going. But I'm going to head up. The tide's dropping. I've probably got another, we're about half tide, so another 3.5 hours of tide. I'm not going to see it. I'm going to go see if I can, oh God, I need to look where I'm going. I'm going to go see if I can pick out something from the surf. I'm hoping a bass. I can just use some little soft plastics and potentially some little metal jigs. And yeah, see if we can get something out. I've never caught anything off the shore. I've tried quite a few times, but never been successful. So I'm going to go and give it a go. I'm feeling optimistic and equally pessimistic. I've got a new microphone and hopefully you can hear me a little bit better. And this wind isn't distorting it up too much, but we will try our very best and get ourselves a fish. Come along, let's go. Wow, we're up on the breakwater and the wind is strong. I don't know if you can see behind me, the surf is big. I wouldn't recommend this to anybody who's not been and fished off Bude before. I've lived here my whole life and I know this place like the back of my hand. I never take the sea for granted, but I know that the tide is dropping. There hasn't been a wave come over the breakwater for the last hour and a half. I'm not saying I'm completely safe, but I know that a wave is going to come up and take me away. So yeah, just a word of warning. Bude can be pretty rough. It's never a good idea just traipsing out to the end of the breakwater if you're not 100% sure of what the tide's doing. Yeah, the wind is howling. I'm almost sideways, but I'm going to fish the opposite side into the harbour side of Bude, so that will shelter me from the wind. The wind's coming directly on shore. Yeah, it's not looking very nice at all, but I'm still feeling optimistic. I will eventually catch a bass off the shore, off the breakwater. I know a few people who've had a couple of fish and a couple of bass for the last couple of weeks, and I've just been absolutely itching to get down here and try and pick something out. So today might be the day. There's nobody else here, obviously. It's disgusting and I'm an idiot, but I digress. Let's get set up and get fishing. So I'm going to start us off on a little dark green sand eel, just a little Amazon one, I think, 20 grams. The weather conditions are not very nice, so if it's windy I apologise, but I found when I'm fishing off the boat, when it's overcast, dark lures seem to do better than light lures, and when it's light lures seem to be better than dark lures. So I'm going to use that reasoning. If anybody in the comments can shed any light on that, that would be fantastic. But I'm going to use my experience on the boat and see if it translates over here. Yeah, the wind is really quite bad, so I'm going to have a few casts, see what we get. Feeling optimistic, so let's do it. The depth of the water in the channel that I'm fishing is 10 to 12 feet maybe. So we'll see. It's a really fast moving current out of the river. The wind is howling in. We've got 25 to 30 mile an hour winds, which obviously is not ideal when you're trying to cast a lure. We are protected slightly from the breakwater just behind me and to the left of me, but it is still howling in here. My lure is just getting absolutely smashed by the wind. The spray from the surface is soaking me. So I'm not sure how long this session will last, but I'm feeling optimistic. I know I keep saying it, but I think you've got to come out here with a certain level of optimism, or you just wouldn't come out. I haven't caught anything off the shore before, and if you're not fishing, you're not going to catch anything here. That's my motto anyway. Because of the high winds we've had for the last 4 or 5 days, it's pushed a lot of the weed that was drifting around out in the current, pushed a lot of that inshore, and it's currently sat at the high tide mark. You can see it going all the way along the beach. So the water itself is actually looks clean, and although not clear, is free of lots of weed, which I'm pretty happy about. The amount of times I've been down here and it's just been weed central, getting snagged up, and it's not been fun at all. Absolutely soaked by the spray off the sea. It's not raining, it's just as it's breaking over the breakwater, it's just absolutely battering me. But never mind, we're out here having fun. That's what it's all about. That's gone absolutely where I wanted it. Just such a large amount of water there. There's got to be some sort of predatory fish lurking in amongst all of it. This is a big set coming in. This could get me wet. Right, keep your eyes peeled. Woo! Very close. That was lucky. It was almost like I knew what I was doing and where I needed to be standing. Oh, that nearly got me as well. I don't even see in the distance. There's a huge sea pool over there, and there's people walking along the sea pool wall. I know where I am doesn't seem extremely nice, but that looks way worse. So, one more cast with the dark green soft plastic, and then I'm going to move on to a little metal spinner. Or jig, little metal jig. See how we get on with that. If there's no joy, there's no joy. One more cast. I know it's going to be my catchphrase. I can see it. Just one more cast. Oh, not there. Rocks at the bottom. Right. Metal jig time. Let's see if we can get a little metal jig going. This is what I was on. No joy, but with every move we must improve. So I've just clicked on a little metal jig. Gonna give that a little flick out, see if we can't winkle something out. Come on now. Like I say, I've never caught anything off the shore, and although I am very optimistic, I also just love being out here. It's whether I catch or not. And yeah, the weather is not particularly nice, but it's fresh air, and there's just something nice about being out fishing. The expectation that you may catch a bass or some mackerel that have been pushed in. Who knows? But yeah, it's good for the mind, it's good for the soul. It is for me anyway. I think that I may have spoken too soon with the seaweed, as I feel a clump on my line. Much more of that and I'll be calling it a day. Right, let's get this sorted out. So if there are any seasoned fishermen out there, or fisherwomen, whoever you are, boys and girls, who can shed some light on what I said earlier about the lures. So I found that darker lures in darker conditions seem to perform better than the lighter lures, and vice versa when it's bright and sunny, that the lighter lures perform better than the darker in sunny conditions. If anybody could shed some light on that, then that would be ideal, because I have no idea. It's just what I found to be the case. The tide's dropping very quickly, so there's every possibility that I'm going to move further on along the breakwater very shortly. I'm reeling in quite quickly because I would say we're probably only in 4 feet of water now, and I don't want to get caught on anything, although I know it's a sandy beach. There are rocks down below me. I'd rather not get caught. Right, we're going to make a quick move over to the other side of the breakwater. The waves have stopped breaking over the breakwater now, which is ideal. I was just over in that position there, and I watched for about 25-30 minutes, and there's been no waves breaking over the breakwater, so I'm fairly confident now with the tide dropping that I'm safe to come down. I wouldn't recommend Bude on a day like today if you're coming down and want to do a bit of fishing and you're not used to the area. It can be really dangerous. There's no lifeguards about, and yeah, but there's 2 people on the beach, and if you fall in, the likelihood of you being seen is minimal. And getting out, there's strong currents taking you every which way. So yeah, do be careful. With all that being said, let's get some lures in the water and see if we can get out a bass. Also, just while I got you here, any of you seasoned anglers, sea fishermen, I'm fishing on this side of the breakwater, which is lovely and calm. But behind me, it's just the most disgusting, rough 7 to 8 foot swell, surf coming through. Should I be casting into that, or should I be casting into that? Let me know, because like I say, I'm a novice angler and I have no idea what I do. So yeah, let's get a lure in the water. As I say, guys, I am a novice angler. However, I've lived in Bude my whole life, and I'm very aware of how powerful the sea can be, and I absolutely respect that. There is no part of me which would have come down here and tried to fish if I thought that I would have been unsafe and potentially put myself at risk. I have too much to lose in life, and I enjoy life. So just fisher beware. It can be a very dangerous place to fish. That being said, let's see if we can pick out a bass. Come on, you beauties. Give me something. Oh, there's a big old set coming through. These sets must be rolling in at about 10 feet. They're big waves. Oh, there's some big sets rolling through. Got a bit of weed on the line. I don't mind if it's every couple of casts, couple 3 casts I don't mind clean off. It's when it gets to every single cast and you clean the weed off the line that's get a little bit tedious. You want to be out here fishing, not catching weed. Still on the metal jig, little green, silver belly type thing, treble hook, and the assist hooks. Everything's wet and slippery. Can't remember how deep you can. I surprised myself. Oh! Tell me we have a fish. This may just be weed. Felt like it hit like a fish, but if this is a fish, guys, honestly, oh my word, it's a big old bunch of weed. Well, you can't win them all. Don't know if you noticed, but that had me awful excited, that bit of weed. I apologise. I'll try to hold my excitement. I should have known. It felt like a hit, but it was just dead weight. I got too excited, I'm so sorry. It won't happen again. Oh, another big bit of weed. Time to go home, I think. Oh, that's a massive bit of weed I've just hooked into. Oh, never mind. So, we've come down, we've chucked a few loads around, and we've caught a bunch of weed. I'm going to call it a day because I don't know whether or not I should be chucking it into that big old surf over there. Should I give it a quick go? Should that be where I'm casting? Let's do it. A few casts, see how we get on. So, I am going to flick it out there. See if we can't get something. Actually, I'm not going to flick it out there. I'm going to take you to the other side of the breakwater. There's a little beach. And I'm going to flick it out there. Still breaking waves, and probably a little bit better and less weedy than what I've just been fishing into. I've got nothing but weed, which is not ideal. The rocks are very slippy today. Whew. All in the pursuit of a fish. I've not had a bass this year, not even on the boat. And if I'm honest, I've not seen any sort of bass activity out on the boat. I've seen lots of bait fish, and whenever I've put a lure out, there's been nothing. There's people I've known who've caught the bass off the shore, but they're few and far between. Last year, I could have gone out on the boat, dropped any lure down, and had bass. And that was from the 1st of April, when we picked up our boat. Yeah, that was just all year. And this year, there's just been nothing. I've had absolutely zilch. So we're going to head down here. See, there's a little bay. I say a bay. It's just a little bit safer than over there. Over there. Yeah, have a little cast. See if we can't pick something up. So I know you're a little bit far away, and you may be getting absolutely smashed by the wind that's blowing straight into me. But I keep saying it. Do not come down and do what I'm doing if you do not know the area. It is horrible out here today. I'm doing this all in the pursuit of a little bass. I can see in the water there's tons of weed, so I can't see me being here for very long either. But the reason you're so far away is because I quite value my camera. So let's see what we can get. Casting straight into the wind. It's not going a crazy distance, but it's out there. I have caught bass in shallow water before, but maybe not this shallow. The light's getting low. A few more casts, and I think that'll be it for the day. Oh, I've cast right over a rock. I 100% am going to snag this lure. Come out, you bugger. There we are. Oh, the tide's dropped too much. All I'm hearing here is the rocks in the gullies. And I really don't want to lose this lure. So I think, guys, that I'm going to head over to one tiny last spot. Little spot in the corner. Have a little cast off there. If I get nothing but weed, then I can't say I've caught nothing. So that's it from me. I'm going to call it a day. I've had about an hour of fishing. I've not caught anything other than a bit of weed, but I've had fun and I've blown some of the cobwebs away. One day I will catch a fish off the shore. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Just look at how stunning Bude is. I absolutely adore it here. I couldn't think of anywhere else I'd rather be, even though it's blowing a gale and wet. But hope you enjoyed the video. If you give me a like and a subscribe, that'd be great. Really helps me out. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one.